All right, the German Bundesliga highlights from games played over the weekend. Of course, we saw Bayern Munich annihilate Borussia Dortmund there 4-1.
5-1.
5-1. 5-1 it ended, and Robert Lewandowski
got a brace.
Showing, just keep scoring. Exactly.
Anthony Cecilia, that guy has scored 12 goals in his last 4 games.
In just last 4 games.
We could have just wrapped up the show right there.
That's it.
Just say, bye for now.
He's not even a German, he's a Polish.
Fire!
He's on fire.
I mean, when you're having 2 former players scoring against your side, it's really painful. Mario Götze, Lewandowski combining to score 3 goals against their former club. I think the management of Borussia Dortmund will keep asking themselves, why do we keep selling our best players to Bayern Munich, where they just want to ensure that they win the league, by winter.
We just started this league. They're already on 24 points and 6 points over second, 7 points clear over Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about Brendan Rodgers right now?
And I'm sure if it was for Brendan Rodgers,
we have someone who's supposed to
he would have been out for a while. But a lot of questions being asked about what's his name, Brendan Rodgers. A lot of people feel it's not fair. Some of the problems of the club is not even his own.
That Warri coach is on the line. I mean, we're trying to reach him before now to tell us how far can Warri Wolves go. How far can they go? That's if they can actually chase down Eimba and get the title from him. Good morning, Paul.
Hi, good morning.
So Warri Wolves, of course, their game against Sunshine Stars, 3 goals to nothing, simply means they're ready for business. Can they win the league title?
I mean, it's like I said, it's a bit early to say. I know it's coming towards the end of the league, but it's still very early to say. But I mean, for us in the Warri Wolves camp, all we're doing is taking each game as it comes along, and we hope that we keep on praying that each game works out the way we hope it does, and if it does, well, we'll see what happens at the end.
You have 6 matches left, of course. You just mentioned that 3 away games, of course, 3 at home. How ready will they be for the away games?
I think we, excuse me, sorry. I think we take every game here, whether it's home or away. We take every game. We look at every game as a winnable game, and that doesn't mean to say that we're going to win every game, but we look at it as a possibility of getting maximum points in any game. Sometimes it turns out like that, sometimes it may not, but I think so. As I said, we're not going to really differentiate them. We take each game. Then the next game is the away game, which we are now focused on. We're not even looking at the other games for now. So our preparation starts this morning or immediately after the last game on Saturday towards the game against Rangers, which is going to be on Sunday. So that's the way we're taking things here.
And Paul, that's a very important game for your team. Bola Salami is showing good form at the moment. How important is it for you to ensure that all your players give top-class performance in the remaining 6 games?
Yeah, I mean it's vital really that everybody plays to the top of their ability, which thankfully they have been doing. It happened to be Salami on Saturday, but even if you look at it, even with Salami missed our last 4 games or 5 games, and other players came in, and thanks to God they did very well. So I think it's obviously he's a good player, but it's not just a one-man team. So I think we're looking at obviously him to perform at 100%, but also for us to do well, everybody needs to perform at that level. So.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us this morning. We wish Warri Wolves all the best, especially the game against Rangers. Definitely, that's a tough one.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me on the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're talking about Brendan Rodgers, of course. Let's just listen to his interview. The interview he did, immediately after the game against Everton. He never knew that he was going to get a phone call after that interview. Listen to him.
Look at it there. He's not ready.
Always going to get other managers linked with your job. It's the way it is. It's the level. It's probably modern football as well, where sometimes after 2 or 3 years, people maybe get fed up looking at you and listening to you, and they need something else. But I've never felt anything other than secure, and that's not being complacent. I was brought in here to do a job. I signed a new deal last season, and I think the owners, as much as anyone, know the rebuilding that needs to be taken, and they know that that's time, unfortunately. The first point is I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. I can honestly say that, and you guys have seen me now for a while. I think there's pressure to sell newspapers. I think there's pressure to make stories in the media, and I understand and respect that because that's your lives and that's your jobs. For me, my job is to worry about the team, and that is the only pressure that I will ever feel. This is a group of players. If we're going to replicate what we did a couple of years ago, we have to build something here again, and it's going to take time, unfortunately, and it is frustrating because for supporters of the club who've watched us grow for a couple of years, nearly win the league, and then to lose the quality of players that we have, that can be very frustrating.
Ooh. Okay.
That's really painful. He never knew he was going to get that call, and that would be the end of his job at Liverpool. Now, looking at, of course, his record in the Premier League, days in charge 1,220 days, and the matches he played 122, won 63, 30 draws, lost 29, so 51.6% win rate.
That's almost 52%.
I think this wasn't really a bad record.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
This guy
a bad
joined in
record,
2012 and led Liverpool to second place in the 2013-2014 league season.
That they should have won, that they could have won, really.
Look at it at that point. You can't put it on the coach. With the lot that was going on with the club, you can't put it on the coach. And it was just
my concern is definitely, the money, the huge amount of money that he was given, to
from 2012 till now, the guy has spent about 300 million.
Most of the buys
buy
just
players
didn't work for me.
But think about the players that even left, that the club allowed to leave. Not even Brendan Rodgers.
It's not the
people are already forgetting that this is a coach that came from Swansea. A lot of people are forgetting that because of the good job he did at Swansea, that earned him the job at Liverpool. Yes, coaches get hired and fired because everything rises and falls on leadership.
Exactly.
But look at Liverpool as a board. They should also look at themselves and know that they have questions to answer, particularly
the transfer committee.
They're allowed to go,
Yeah, the transfer committee that really makes an input into who comes in and who doesn't come in. I think that also
listen to this name: Jamie Carragher, Luis Suarez, Raheem Sterling, and Steven Gerrard have left Liverpool under this guy's watch.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being part of the program. Well, we'll definitely join you again tomorrow. Really? I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, it's been a great time. Definitely, we are still keeping tabs on the situation at Merseyside concerning Brendan Rodgers, because we definitely would like to know who will be coming in to fill in the huge shoes. It's not going to be easy. If it's Jurgen Klopp or Carlo Ancelotti, we don't know at this point in time. But definitely, the football must continue, and of course, the show right here on Sports This Morning will continue. We'll do this again same time tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayatunde Balogun.
And as you can see, we had so much to talk about. We cannot even, exhaust all of them. I want to give a big shout out to Zlatan Ibrahimovic for emerging the highest goal scorer, PSG highest goal scorer of all time. And just think about it, that he joined the club in 2012.
Now check out Nico's scored. It's not as much as Ronaldo. Thank you, Austin.
Massive. Okay, we've got to go. Remember, you can join us at 9 p.m. for more sports. But until then, everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.